You're working 60 hours a week and your team members are earning more than you. You don't have a business, you got a job, and let's fix that. Now, here's the truth. Most business owners that we meet are working really, really hard every week, putting in huge amounts of effort, but they're struggling to pay themselves properly. So I'm going to show you how you can measure your time, calculate your true value, and start climbing the ladder to earn what you're actually worth, what you truly deserve for all the energy and the effort you put out and all the sacrifices you, your family, and everyone makes. And hey, look, if you're already smashing it and you're not working in the business very much at all, that's fantastic. Then take this video and show it to your management team. It's going to help them to level up the way they think as well. That's why we created the Real Owner Income Calculator. It's a really simple tool to answer one super powerful question, and that is, what's your real hourly rate as a business owner? Here's the scary part. Most business owners find out they're making less per hour than their team. So here's how it works. What we want you to do is to take your annual business profit and add to that what your owner's wage was. So you put those two together, that becomes now your money score. That's the first part. The second part then is we need to look at the time. So what we want to do is we want to work out your time score. So let's track the number of hours that we're doing with that. Okay, so let's just take a typical week. Whatever that typical week is, how many hours you have, and that's in the business and on the business. That's the phone calls, the emails late at night and on the weekends. It's the strategy discussion. It's talking shop with your partner at the whatever hour of the day it is. All that time, that counts. In fact, when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning going, how am I going to pay wages? That time counts. So we work out what is the average amount of hours you work in a week and how many weeks did you work in a year. We times those two things together and we get the total number of hours that you worked over the last year. Once we've got your money score and we divide that by your time score, that's going to give us your real hourly rate. So let's do a real example on this. Let's just say your business profit from last year was $250,000 and your owner's wage was $150,000. That gives you a total money score of $400,000. That's the income that the business provided to you, regardless whether it was a drawings or whatever your tax or accountant says you need to do, whatever it is, it's fine. That gives you your money score. Let's go on to the next part and let's go through onto your time score. Now, let's just say that you work 60 hours in a week and you work 45 weeks. You were like, I'm cooked. You're working really solid, but you at least had a few breaks through the year. And what I mean by the time, remember, it's in the business and on the business. So if you're going away on a holiday and you're still writing some emails and sending things off, that's still working in or on the business. All that counts. So let's say in this example here, it's 60 hours a week, 45 weeks a year, multiply that together, and that gives us 2,700 hours for the total of the year. So your money score was $400,000, your time score was 2,700. And what we do is we divide the 400,000 by 2,700, and that gives us your real hourly rate. And in this example here, that's $148 an hour. And on our tracking an hour ladder, that has you in the orange level. And here's the thing. It's the orange level, but it comes with all the stress, the risk, the sleepless nights, the no guarantee that next year will be even any better at all. Now, before we go any further, drop a comment right now. What do you think your hourly rate is before you calculate it? I really want to know, because here's the truth. If you're earning less than what your team members are earning, but you're the one taking all the risk, it ain't a business. It's just a very stressful job. It's like the worst parts of business and the worst parts of job, put them together, and that's where you'd be sitting. So what we did is we built a very simple ranking system. It starts at red, which is $50 an hour, then goes to orange, which is $100 an hour and above, and it goes all the way up to violet, which is $40,000 an hour. And you go, oh, you can't make $40,000. Yes, you can. As you know, remember when you started the business, in the early stage of the business, the amount of energy and time you put in, you got a reward. But as the business scaled and you could free more of your time up to think critically thinking and on the business even more, you're able to get even more with even less. Also keep in mind that as you're going up the ladder, your time reduces. So therefore your hourly rate increases. A completely different shift in the way you should be thinking about your business. Now, as a standard, your goal should be to get at least to $500 an hour as a business owner. You should be getting there not by working harder, working way smarter. If you're earning $100 an hour as an owner, you may as well just go and get a job earning the same with no stress. You know, come on at 9 o'clock, Bundy off at 5 p.m., no 24/7 headaches. life is a hell of a lot easier. Why would you keep doing the same thing? If you want to get paid like an owner, you got to stop working and thinking like an employee. And here's the truth. It's not about shame. This is just about helping you be aware. You don't know what you don't know because you can't change what you don't measure. This is Einstein's definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, that's insanity or madness, as I would say. What we do in business every single day, we help business owners to make the decision to change, to really enhance what they're doing and actually go, hang on, there is another pathway, there is a way. I'm going to ask you, what would your business look like if you went from, say, $100 an hour to our standard of at least $500 an hour, or even, let's say, $1,000 an hour? What would that do? What would that change for your family? What would that change for your sense of freedom? What would that change as far as the sense of achievement that all the work and the energy you're putting in is actually worth it? What would it do to your stress levels? I promise you, it is absolutely possible. We've seen this happen time and time again. We've worked with over 2,400 businesses for well over a decade. We've trained them and showed them, and they've got these results. One of the key truths is if you don't start valuing your time, no one else will. So start tracking it, start protecting it, and start climbing the business income owner value ladder.